I'm Anil Kumar, and in this video we will understand how to write equation of a line from the graph. We will use slope-intercept form. We are given a graph with four different lines, L1, L2, L3 and L4. L1 is the rising line, L2 is the falling line, L3 is a horizontal line, L4 is a vertical line. You can pause the video, write equation for these lines, and then check your answer with my explanation. So let's start writing equations of these lines one by one. So let me first consider line 1. Right? So line 1 is this particular line we're talking about. Now we have to look for y-intercept and slope, two things, and then write equation in the form y equals to mx plus b. This, as you know, is called slope-intercept form, where m is slope, right? And b is y-intercept. Correct. Now for this line, the y-intercept is origin. That means for this line, we know b is equal to 0, and let's find what m is equals to. M is the slope. To find slope, you have to select any 2 points which are good to read. So let's take this point. Now to reach this point from here, we have to go up 2 and write 1. So we can write slope as 2 is the rise and 1 is the run. So m is 2 over 1 or 2. Y-intercept is 0. In this form, I can write this equation as y equals to m is 2, so 2x plus 0, or better, y equals to 2x. And that represents direct variation. You understand? So line going through origin will have y-intercept as 0 and will be written as y equals to constant times x, the independent variable, and that's how it is related. Correct. Now let's talk about the second line. Second line for us is this line which is dropping down, right? This is the line. Now in this case, what is the slope? So let's consider 2 points on this line. These are 2 good points, right? So rise over run. Rise is 1, 2, 3 down, right? So we can write this equation as m equals to rise is minus 3, and when you come here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Run is 6. So minus 3 over 6, which could be simplified and written as minus half, right? So that is the slope. Now what is the y-intercept for this line? Y-intercept is 4, and we know b equals to 4. And therefore equation could be written as y equals to minus half x plus 4. I hope that is absolutely clear, right? Now let's begin and write down the equation for the third line. So that is L3. Let's analyze. So what is the y-intercept for this line? Well, y-intercept for this line is, well, previously I did a mistake here. The y-intercept was 3, not 4, right? Sorry for that. Let me do the correction before we move forward. So this was 3 for us, so this will be 3, sorry, right? So this value is 3 for us, correct? Okay, good. Let's continue with the third line. So here the y-intercept is, this is 4 for us. Y-intercept is 5. So we can write b as equals to 5. This time I'm writing y-intercept first. Now what is the slope of this line? Let us consider another point on this. So moving from here to here, what is the rise? Rise is 0. So in this case, m equals to 0. So therefore, we can write equation of this line as y equals to 0 times x plus 5, and of course 0 times anything is 0, so the equation is y equals to 5. So y equals to 5 is your horizontal line. So always remember, horizontal line is y equals to y-intercept, right? In this case, y-intercept is 5. Now let's write down the equation for the fourth line, which is this line, fourth line. So here we see it is a vertical line, right? Now what is the y-intercept? This line does not have any y-intercepts, right? No y-intercept. Okay, that is one thing. And what is the slope for this line? Slope m is rise. Let's consider 2 points here. If I consider 2 points, rise is 2, but the run is 0. 2 divided by 0 is not defined. Slope is undefined. Do you see that? Slope is also not defined. So we cannot use this form of equation. For such lines, the equation is x equals to the x-intercept, which in this case is minus 3. So x equals to minus 3. Let me write here x equals to minus 3, which is the x-intercept, is the equation for a vertical line. Okay, so that is how we write equation of a vertical line. So let's go through it once again, and we'll go in the reverse order. For a vertical line, we cannot use slope-intercept form. The equation is x equals to x-intercept. In this case, x-intercept is minus 3, so the equation is x equals to minus 3. Line 3 is a horizontal line which has a slope of 0, and therefore the equation is y equals to y-intercept, which is 5. Line 2 is dropping down with a negative slope, and we have this equation as minus half and the y-intercept of 3. So minus half x plus 3. So whenever you're trying to find slope, you can sometimes simplify it. It's good to write it in the simplest form. Line 1 is a rising line going through the origin, representing direct variation. So here b will be 0, and that is slope of 2, so y equals to 2x is the equation of the first line. I hope with this things become very clear, and let's move forward and explore more the slope and the y-intercept of the line. Thank you and all the best.